Hey, you're watching GamerMarcyt YouTube channel.
Hello and welcome to this video. We're going to focus on oval tracks, and this is Thompson Speedway, and this is one of the first sort of tracks and car that you will come across. So we're going to I'm going to go through the practice, qualifying and the race with you, and just give you a few tips to help you. So first things first, you're going to need to make sure that you can get your car up to speed and get yourself up to speed as well. Just try and get a nice little rhythm, try and learn the tracks and look around your surroundings as well. So five key things we're going to mention. So bring your car up to speed, which is absolutely vital as well. That will then produce heat through your tyres, so you must make sure your tyres get enough heat. That is also important. That enables you to have grip, and obviously don't push too hard on your first laps during the race or you'll get hindered. And make sure you're smooth in your movements in your steering wheel. Don't be too jerky or too pulley. And of course, when you're in the corners, do not use your brakes. Just lift off the gas pedal and let it coast around. That will generate speed rather than braking. And then five, most simplest one, make sure you learn the track. Okay, so they're the five key elements that you're going to need to be able to be successful in iRacing. And it's important during your practice you do not hit the wall, you do not go off the track, because you'll lose points. You do not want to lose points. You want to improve your license. You must make sure that you are very aware of the walls going off the track and obviously the other cars around you. If you bang and hit them, you'll get points deducted from you, and that will also carry forward from practice to qualifying and into the race. So avoid any contact with anyone. If someone is faster than you, let them by. Okay, so do not try and weave around as that car did there, because that could have forced me off to the road, and that will obviously make me lose points going down. So avoid people. If someone is faster than you, let them by, because obviously it's all about improving your license and making sure that you can go on to better and better cars, better tracks. So this is the ground where you're going to obviously be grassroots level where you're going to be racing. So make sure you got that all done. So now we're going to move on to the next phase, which is also important, and this is qualifying. So practice was over, now we move on to qualifying, which is a lot different. So this is qualifying. You need to come straight out the gate, and you need to put your foot on the gas as quickly as you can and go through the gears. So we're on second, third, fourth and fifth, and you've only got 2 laps to do this. So you're straight out into the pits and into the first corner. You have to make sure you can generate enough speed, and there it is, the green flag, and there's the first flying lap. So here you go. As you go straight up, you turn in. This is your line that you really want to be holding. I was a little bit hesitant to get onto the gas. There's no brakes like we mentioned before. You want to avoid hitting the brakes. It's all about coasting around and tapping that gas pedal to make sure you can go around nice and wonderful. But you need to again get those heat into those tyres. So I've got one more lap. It's not a good lap. This lap you really want to be hitting the low 22s to be higher up into the obviously grid. So if you're in the 22, you're going to be high up into the grid, probably first, second, third, fourth, around that sort of mark. So again, a scrappy lap, and it doesn't look like we're going to improve. So not a good lap. This is a good example of not a good lap, and there we are. We are currently, looks like we're in 6th place at the moment. So not a very good lap. Again, your conduct is also very important. Do not hit the walls, do not go to the grass. And this is good practice to show you where the pit lane is. Just come down in gears, turn in on your left, and go straight into the pit. And the speed limit is 35 miles per hour. Make sure you stick to it. Do not go over, because you'll get penalised as well. It's good practice for you to know how to go into the pits, just in case you need to do it on race day. So here we are into the pits. So good little practice, and you make sure you stop where your marker is and then jump out. So that is that. So qualifying, not the best, but you can obviously see the racing lines. I should have probably been a little bit more aggressive on the pedals. So that is going to leave us looking very, very bad indeed. And we will, I think we're going to be in 6th position. Yep, 6th position during the race. So we've got a lot of work to do to get back into this. So let's see if we can do it. So this is a good example of being in sixth position and how you can obviously get forward and what you can do. So we now move on to the race. So all the cars are lined up, they're all gridded up. You have to wait until everyone is ready to go, and then obviously the timer will go there. So you get out, go to first, second. Try and warm your tyres up, very important. Best way to do it is to weave around, sharp little bursts of speed, and then use your brakes as well to get some heat and temperature in there. And you want to get the PSI, and you want to get the car ready and yourself ready for what's about to happen. So I normally do fast little, have a little gap and then speed right up and then brake late. That's the best one for me. Generates heat into the tyres as well. As you can see, I'm going to probably speed up around here on the straight. I've got enough space to do it. And then just going to slam hard on the brake, go right beside my opponent, and obviously you can weave it in and out as well, which will really, really help. Again, just need to be ready. There we go, braking hard. Just getting that heat into that temperature, letting the driver know that I'm there and I'm ready to pounce. So the pace car will go around twice, so he's gone around once already. He's now going to then go around again now. He's going to go straight into the pits. Now he's going to go straight into the pits, and this is where we are. So we need to be in fourth gear on this corner, at least get the power going. Now we're racing, now we're fifth. So from sixth to fourth, already on the rolling start. Tucking in low, trying to nick a bit of slipstream. Got lucky there. And now we're in second place, and now we're chasing after the race lead car. So it's nice to be nice and smooth. Remember the 5 things we need to be able to do. Make sure we are very smooth. Learn the track, be nice and steady. Try and get in his slipstream. If you can get in the slipstream, you can get right behind him. So I've got a car behind me, it's catching me slowly. And now I'm trying to press and race after the lead car in front of me. So from 6 on the grid to now second, and now challenging for first place. Again, make sure that your conduct is spot on. Do not hit the walls, do not hit the grass, and be very mindful of your other cars around you. If they are faster than you, let them by, because obviously you just want to improve on your driving ability and learning the tracks and being nice, smooth and consistent. So here we are, going at a nice speed, got a nice rhythm. The tyres will degrade during the course of the race. It will come apart, so you have to be nice and smooth and do not push them too hard. If you push them too hard, you'll then become a little bit slight, you'll get all slidey and you'll get all over the place. So make sure that you're nice and steady throughout. The best laps will probably come in the 6th lap or the 9th lap. So now here we've got a back marker in front of us. So this may help me, as the other car will be very, very hard to try and get past. You should let him go past the green and white, but it doesn't look like he's gonna. As now the race leader in front of me is trying to get past him, but he's doing all the right things, to be nice and cautious. Wants to make sure that he doesn't take him out. The back marker is not obliged to let him go past. It's up to him. But does he have the speed to go past him? And he has to be very, very smooth in what he's doing. And for me, what he's doing is excellent. He's not rushing. He's not trying to force his way in, because he'll get a bad mark against him. And he wants a nice, clean race. But that's enabling me behind to get right up behind him. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I am currently using a VR, so this is why it looks like this. Absolutely superb. This will definitely help you if you can get a VR. It's a definitely must. Is your helmet, and helps you have better vision than just looking at a TV screen. We're speeding down here, slipstreaming as much as we can, taking a different line, a different approach, and obviously the car is coming towards us. No fault of his own, car number 7. As I'm pushing hard and hard and hard to try and get behind him. He's really dropping speed, and I'm going to show him how it's done. So I'm going to get right. Have I got him? Have I got him? So I've got him now. So I'm now in the lead. It's my job to try and get past the back marker, which he failed to do. So we're now in first place. Just looking to see where he is. Again, got 21 laps to go. This lap, this track is all it's 30 laps. You have to complete 30 laps. So nice and steady, and be nice and smooth, and your tyres will degrade. Fuel will come out. Everything will become lighter towards the end. Nice and smooth. Do not push it, do not rush it, do not go off the track as we're trying to get past this back marker. And that is enabling car number 7 to stay right behind me because I'm now struggling. The inside here is the best way to get past. But if that is not the best way, you can then go on the outside as well and then come sweeping on the inside. So we're going to try and muscle our way in past this driver because this is where the race could be won or lost. If I tangle with him, I could spin out and that'll allow car number 7 to go through. So again, I have to be as patient as car number 7 was. And there's another back marker there, slowing down, letting people go. That's what you should do. Trying to go on the inside there, he's not giving me nothing. Car number 1 is pretty quick, but he is slowing us down, he's not quick enough. So now try and dive in on the inside, can I? Swooping in. Just too far. So too far ahead, so I'll tuck in right behind Nicky's slipstream. And again, we try again. And now we're catching up to more cars in front. It's a bit more of a headache. Because this car number 1 is very doesn't want us to pass, doesn't want to let us go through, which is fair enough. He's racing as well. So you will get moments like this, you must make sure you stay right behind him. So now we've gone slightly higher, hopefully go in. I've got a better line here. Now I fancy my chances. He's now really close up behind him. Again, make sure you do not brake, just ease off. You have to brake there because of that car, but try not to brake when you've got an open track in front of you. So here we are, still following. Decided to go higher and generate the speed to go in. So now we're going in fast now. This should be it. Right beside him, I've got the inside. And yes, we've got past him. Simple as that. Inside lane is the best lane to try and undertake, so make sure you make the most of that. So now we can just be nice and smooth and comfortable all the way to the finish line. Again, nice and comfortable all the way through. No need to panic. Now the car behind me has got I've got 4 seconds ahead because he's been very cautious. Car number 7, who's in second place, not to collide with car number 1. Don't blame him, but that's just allowing me to just romp home without being challenged, and there's 13 laps to go. So again, make sure you're nice and smooth. Try not to use your brakes. There's no need. Keep your car in 5th gear. So just remember, there's no practice. All the practice follows over in terms of the conditions, even the qualifying. Obviously the warm-up laps, qualifying, and obviously the race is all carried over. So the conditions will be what they are in terms of the rubber which goes onto the track, and you will get cars which glitch in and out sometimes depending on what internet service they've got, but most and all is pretty good. So don't let that phase you as you're driving through. I've got a car on the outside. There we go. Again, the best way to swoop in is swoop in under here, and we've gone through again on the inside. That's the best way to overtake. And don't forget, so this is a 30 lap race using the car is a Legends Ford 34 Coupe, and this minimum required license for this is just rookie. So this is basically where you first start off, and you want, like I said, do not bash into anything. Again, can't stress the importance. Just make sure you finish in the top 5 at least, or 6th or 7th, without hitting the walls, going off the track, or hitting other cars as well, because that will get marked down and you get less points to move up and onto better cars and to better tracks as well, and also better races as well. So weather is also dynamic as well. It can slightly change and move across. as we've got 2 cars off the track. Looks like they're taggled. So we've got 9 laps to go. 8 laps to go now. Nice and smooth. As you can see, I'm now 6 or 7 seconds ahead of car number 7. I'm not really pushing too hard, just nice and gentle. No need to push up really, really hard. 7 seconds ahead of car number 7. We did lead the race for a little bit, but we managed to do a good job there as we come in slightly higher, trying to keep the race in line. No need to duck in low because we're not overtaking anyone. And now we've got 5 laps left, so again nice and smooth. There's another car which is off the road, stay nice and high. Look at your cornering lines here. Again, must be consistent. Make sure you play around with the car setup if you can. I do have a members channel, and which I give out my best top tips, hidden secrets to setting this car up perfectly. But I won't be revealing that in this video. If you want that, you must make sure you join my member channel, where you'll get access to all my car setups for races, which I'll be doing. So here we are, nice and smooth, still nice and smooth, no rush, got 3 laps left. Again, keep into the line, so make sure when you're on the straight you're high up all the way, and then as you get to the corner, pick a braking point. Do not use your brakes, just lift off the gas, let the speed carry over, and just keep going. So nice and smooth, nice and steady. There's no need to be fighting and pushing too hard with the car in front, as we are the race leader. And now we're 10 seconds ahead of car number 7. Don't have to really force it and push too hard. And there we are. So 1 more lap, we'll bring it home. So let's do that. So enjoy the last lap. And that's it, check the flag, and we are P1, number 1, won the race. So excellent, absolutely fantastic. Make sure you keep those 5 things in mind. So number 1, make sure you bring your car up to speed, very important. And number 2, get some heat into your tyres right at the start of the race. Number 3, be smooth in your movements into your steering wheel, so no jerky fast movements. 4, do not use your brakes into the corners, no need, keep it in 5th gear. And then 5, make sure you learn the track. So here are the results. So here we are, car number 6. So we finished in 1st place. We led for 22 laps. Average lap time was 23.283, which is not bad, which is probably the best out of the lot of the field, as you can see all the way down. But this is actually car number 3. He got a 22.546, so that is the fastest lap time compared to my 22.68. But like I said, it's all about consistency and making sure that you are doing the laps really consistent in the low 23s and 22s. So like I said, fastest laps are possibly going to be on the 6th or the 9th lap. That's when your tyres are probably going to be at their best, and obviously we can manage to complete 30 laps. And we had 4 incidents. That was the overtake of the back marker, probably nudged him or something, touched him slightly, so we've got that as a mark down. And obviously we got 53 champ points. And for our gross club points, we've got 12, which is obviously the most out of a lot of them. And division, rookie division, because when you first start iRacing, you will become a rookie race driver at first, and that's the division you're going to be racing against. Apart from Mike in car number 7, who was leading the race for 8 laps and was struggling to get behind. I think it was probably car number 1, which was right here. So car number 1, which was there. He's probably, it was good. It was good racing driver, nice and clean. There you go. He got plus 11 points added onto his total, so he done really well. And we got a plus 9. So clearly, if you look at the incidents, which I've mentioned before, he had 12 incidents. He got a minus 10, so not very good. And he got a minus 5. This person here got how many incidents did he get? 6, and he got a plus 0.01. But we've got a massive gain. We're really happy with that 0.9, and also winning the race as well. Really extremely happy. So that is that. I hope you've enjoyed it. So please make sure you stay tuned for all my stuff which will be coming out. So if you want to join the members club, I'll show you the right setup for this particular race. So yeah, there it is, done and dusted. So you can see also the strength of the field there, which was 833. Yeah, so very all in all, very happy with that. So thanks again, and I'll see you shortly.
Thanks for watching. I've been your boy Gamer Mark, and I'll see you in the next video.